fuck is everybody either stuck on their ex, they want to hook up with every heartbeat on the block, or they'll lead you on and then say they don't want a relationship because they're stuck on their ex or they want to fuck everybody on the block. What the fuck is that? All right, I've been single now for, I want to say 4 years now. I've been in one relationship. I've had one girl that I've called my girlfriend. I dated her for 3 or 4 years, and we dated from age 16 to 19, 20, and then we broke up, and I haven't dated anybody since. I have talked to people, I've entertained, kind of like talking stages and almost relationships, but never actually dated somebody. And I'm just wondering, like, what happened to our world of dating? Like, I should have been born in the 80s, where you talk to a girl, you say, hey, like, let's go out on a date. And then you go out on a date, you decide, hey, I like you, let's go on another date. And then you go on another date, and then you say, hey, let's date. And then you date, and then you get married. What happened to that? What the fuck happened to dating in your early 20s or your late 20s or at all? I mean, I be seeing old people go through this shit too. So yeah, I need some answers.
You know what's offensive? Dating apps in your 30s. Do you know what's more offensive? When the people in your life who are in relationships or married or dating look at you with pity and they say, just keep trying. Your time's coming. It'll happen when you least expect it. Just get out there and meet people. No. Have you been on Hinge lately? Have you been on Hinge in 2025? If the answer is no, you are not allowed to give me your opinion. Like, I'm 31, and this whole meeting people organically out and about thing, I just don't think it exists anymore. I don't think people communicate in person. So we've been trying the dating apps. Let's start by Hinge. Offensive. The most offensive thing is when the little prompt comes up on Hinge and it says, we think you two are the most compatible, and then you see who they're thinking you're compatible with. I'm like, that's what I'm bringing in? So it's a me issue. And then we have Tinder. Tinder is only good if you're overseas and you're in Europe. And that's really if you want to hook up with a hot European man. They are very sexy. But like in America, you're going to get kidnapped and you won't be alive if you go on Tinder. And then we have Bumble. Bumble's a lot of work. I don't like to do all the work. I feel like I have to do so much work in my real life as a girl. No, I don't want to message you. I'm sorry. And last but not least, we have this magical app called Raya, which is like very exclusive. All the people not on Raya, they want to be on Raya. Let me tell you, no, you don't. You don't want to be in Raya. They're matching you with people in Dubai, people in freaking Australia, people in Europe. No one where you live. And then if you do come across someone where you actually live and you do match with them, no one speaks. No one speaks. And if you do match with someone and you message them and they respond, or vice versa, you're never going to meet up. Raya is not for that. Raya is to see what famous person you come across, see if you can match with them. Maybe you'll hook up with them and have a good story, and that's that. And welcome to dating in 2025. So if you're not on a dating app, congratulations. Life is great. Do not give me your opinion.
That was so good.
I have a question.
What's up?
Like, what are we?
Well, to be honest, I feel like right now I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm just focused on myself and work.
Yeah, I know. You don't want me messing with other people, but you don't want to commit and put a title on our whole entire relationship. Want to sit here and mess around and do whatever you want. You're going to be able to go through my phone, but I'm not going to be able to go through yours. I can't have your location, but you have to have mine. But you don't give anybody your location because you don't want them knowing where you're at. You don't want me telling anybody that we're talking because then it messes up opportunities for you. And then it starts drama because, like, random girls think that we're in a relationship when we're not. But you're going to tell everybody that I'm your girl, even though I'm not, right?
You get me so well. How do you know me so well?
And you still want to, like, go on dates and, like, still sleep together, hook up together. I'm going to bring you around my family. You're going to bring me around yours. But you're just going to say that you're not ready for a relationship, right?
You deserve a cookie. This is exactly why I picked you out of all your friends, because I sacrificed the looks, but I got the brain.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm done with the dating shit, bro. I'm tired of going on dates. I'm tired of the same conversations, the what you doing, tell me about yourselves. I'm tired of people being inconsistent. I'm tired of putting in effort. I'm going back to the streets, because that's where I was at before, and I tried to step out and get to know people, and, you know, feel like that was my biggest issue, just was not taking enough time to try to get to know people. And it's like, now I remember why they want to do this shit in the first place. So, I'm good on folks, bro.
Why the fuck are you wasting everyone's time on dating apps if you have no fucking intentions on going on real dates? I'm so tired of matching with people who just want to fucking talk for weeks on end. Are you kidding me? I don't give a fuck about getting to know you if I'm not ever actually gonna meet you. You might as well be fucking Chat GPT at this point. And like, if you do propose the idea, let's say you're hitting it off for fucking 3 weeks of talking, you give them that amount of attention, and you're like, hey, I really like you, I'm really liking our vibe, can we finally go on a date? They're like, oh, sorry, I'm just so busy, I'm swamped with work or with school or both. Clearly you're fucking not. If we just spent 3 weeks talking morning to night, we could have met in all of that time, but apparently you're too busy. I just think it's fucking selfish to waste someone's time when you know you have no intentions of meeting them. Because I don't care if your favorite color is fucking red, blue, yellow. I don't care where you grew up. I don't care what you fucking do for work. I don't care what your major is if I'm never gonna meet you, because you're nobody to me at this point. It's just fucking rude. It's really fucking rude. And you could argue, oh, they're just on here for hookups then. Most of the time they're fucking not. They're too busy for that too, even if you offer it. Like, Ariana, what the fuck are you doing here? And in the same realm of that, sometimes when you re-download Tinder after you've been broken up with, or you broke up with somebody, or you just took a break, and you match with this same one or two people over and over again, and they never want to meet either, they're like, oh, it's like, why the fuck are you still on this goddamn app? Why are you still matching with me if you, after years of matching with me, have no intentions of ever meeting me? I'm not a fucking Pokemon card. Like, don't collect me and other fucking boys on here. You're a fucking loser. You're a loser. It's insane to me. It's just so fucking annoying. Anyways, this is why I don't last longer than a few days on Tinder every time, or whatever dating app I download. Because it's always the same fucking thing with these boring ass people. Fucking go do something else with your life if you have no time for dating. Like, clearly it's not in the cards for you, babe. So get the fuck out of here. Anyways, that was my rant. Bye.
So, babe, we've been, seeing each other a while now, and I think I really, really like you.
Does this mean we're boyfriend and girlfriend?
Oh, hell no. No, absolutely not. I have too much on my plate. It would just be way too hard. But you should totally stay the night at my place every night this week. And you should meet my parents. I was also thinking of really cute baby names for us. Like, Ashley's a really cute baby name.
Hi. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
Well, how much money do you have?
What's your body count?
Well, what's your credit score?
What's your student loan debt?
Well, do you pay all the bills?
Do you cook and clean?
How big is it?
How wide is it?
I feel like single people in their mid to late 20s and even early 30s are completely foregoing intimate relationships and dating because of the toxic and unsustainable ecosystem that we've collectively created around dating. It is so bad out here, and people complain all the time about being single and not being able to find good partners, but that is a direct result of how we're collectively behaving as a generation, because nowadays it's the norm to kind of meet somebody on a dating app. It's not that common to meet somebody in person, but at the same time, we have to treat the people that we meet on dating apps like real people. We have become far too antisocial on these apps because we treat them like chatbots that we can just pick up and put down whenever we want. Like, to some extent, you don't have as much accountability to them because you have never met them, but you can't just ghost somebody out of nowhere that you've been talking to without some kind of notice. Like, that creates and perpetuates bad behavior amongst everybody because everybody all of a sudden thinks it's okay. And then we wonder why we're all depressed and we're questioning our self-esteem. Like, what is the point of going out on all these dates? There's no point, because you're probably not going to meet anybody that's normal, and you're probably not going to get anything out of it besides a wasted time when you could have just been doing something more productive. It's like, also, people are foregoing even hookups because people are just aren't acting normal. Like, we have cultivated such antisocial behavior amongst everybody, amongst even friendships, we've cultivated antisocial behavior. We have no accountability to anybody anymore. Like, I hate to say it, but social media has really cooked our ability to be normal human beings. We just dissociate and we think that we're always going to find something better on the other side. And maybe you will find something better after you ghost that person, but it's not guaranteed. And again, you are perpetuating a cycle of bad behavior amongst everybody, where everybody feels comfortable ghosting one another. This is like the third period of celibacy that I've entered in my 20s because
I physically cannot bring myself to go out back into the dating scene because every single time I start questioning everything about myself. Like, there was a couple months ago, I was on Hinge, and within like a month period, I set up a couple of first dates with three different guys. The conversations were going well, and then as the first date approached, the first one, well, all three of them ghosted me right before the first date. The first one ghosted me the same day as the first date. Same day. Never heard from him again. Like, what kind of behavior is that? That is not normal. That is not normal and should not be normalized. How can you just be talking to somebody for 1 or 2 weeks and then plan a date, carve out the time, and then just not reply to that person? Like, when the date comes up. That's psychotic behavior. That's completely psychotic. Straight jacket immediately. Like, how have we gotten here? And then we're surprised about why everybody's single and nobody's getting into relationships. Is because you guys are fucking not acting normal. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy out here. You all have to relearn how to treat people like normal people. Like, I don't know. I really just don't know. We have to do better as a generation because it's really bad out here. It's really, really bad out here. And until you guys learn how to act like kind human beings, it's never going to get better. These cycles are going to perpetuate themselves, and it's only going to get worse. So wake the fuck up, guys.
You're in your 20s. Go hook up with that person you shouldn't be hooking up with. Dating in your 20s is messy. Now is the time to give into the urges and desires so that later on you're not resenting yourself or somebody else for it. You need to stop feeling bad for it. Who cares? We're all gonna laugh about it. We're all gonna die one day.
Make sure you sleep around in your 20s so you don't resent your no. This is not advice. This is a destructive mindset being pushed by broken women who want company in their dysfunction. That's like saying crash a few cars while you're young so you don't regret driving safe later. That doesn't make any sense. And I can't get over the fact that she says this with so much pride, like being emotionally detached is a flex. Sleeping around like this does not make you more powerful. It actually makes you more numb. It rewires your brain to avoid real connection. And one day when you crave something real, love, trust, stability, your brain's not gonna know how to handle it because all it knows is temporary. A ton of people do this in their teenage years to their 20s and wonder why they have mental health issues. I did not choose to play that game. I took a different route and did not sleep around. Not because I'm better than anybody, but because I wanted peace and real love. And I have that now. Oh, but we're all gonna die anyways. What does it matter? That's true. You're probably going to die first, though. So all I'm saying is this mindset is not bold. It's broken. You don't need more partners. You need more purpose.
Dating in 2025 literally makes no sense. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat that I'm in right now, so let's dive. As a man, you can be a good-looking guy, have a lot of money, have a good job, is very compassionate, very loving, and very loyal. And your lady will still leave you
For a man that's 6'5" named Requise that has face tattoos and that smokes.
Look at me right now and tell me that makes sense. And tell me that makes sense.
Because it doesn't!
You can be a good person in this world of dating, which there's not a lot. Keep in mind, there's not a lot. Most of everybody are pieces of garbage and all they want is instant gratification. They don't want
a long-term relationship because once they get bored, you're cooked.
So in this day and age, me specifically, how am I supposed to have a wife and kids and all this stuff? I mean, look at me. I'm a good-looking man. I got a lot to offer. I don't beg. I don't plead. I don't chase. I'm not crazy clingy.
I'm a normal guy.
But look at me!
Make this shit make sense! I know a lot of people are in the same boat as me, men and women.
One lesson I had to learn. You can't
make someone want you.
Let me say it again. You can't make
someone want you.
And most people that are in my shoes, we just get discarded. We're great,
awesome, compassionate, loving human beings, but we just get discarded because people are just so confused.
So, your confusion is
going around and hurting people.
Dating in our generation is a bit fucked, and I'll tell you why it's a bit fucked. Now, you meet three types of people when you get into the dating pool these days. You know, that toxic, cocky-filled pool, you jump into the dating pool, okay. Type number one, you meet these people who have been hurt, heartbroken, shattered in the past, and now they're in the process of healing, moving on, focusing on themselves, on their career, you know, building a brighter future for themselves. Very good for them. But if you ever think of dating someone like this, so stay the fuck away from them. Let me tell you why, because most of them are hung up over their exes, cannot get over that past love. And also, they just have a lot of baggage, trust me. Even Santa Claus doesn't have a sack full of gifts as big as these people come with, man, in terms of baggage. So, because of that, stay the fuck away from them. Type number 2, you get the people who've done the healing, who've gone the journey and focused on themselves. They've done it a little too well because they focused a little too hard and they've healed a little too much, and now they think they're God's gift to mankind. Like, sister, lower your fucking ego, man. Calm the fuck down, nangi ho. Like, you're not Salma Hayek. You're a Toyota Corolla. Right? Trying to be a fucking Porsche. No. Please. Type number 3. These people, they come into your life and they start ticking all the boxes, and all of a sudden you're just like, wait, hold up, what the fuck? There's nothing wrong with this person. And that's when you realize, fuck, I have issues. So then the whole cycle continues. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The dating pool is fact.
I have to tell you guys this story really quickly because it's just too good. I'm at In-N-Out in West Hollywood, okay? I walk in because the line is so damn long. This guy opens the door for me, and I walk in with him, and I say thank you, whatever, and then he goes, what do you order from here? And I was like, at In-N-Out? And he's like, yeah, what do I get at In-N-Out? And I was like, a burger? It's like, it's my first time here. Obviously, there was an accent. It's my first time here. I just landed last night. And I was like, oh my God, okay, like, you should try the double, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, get it, it's animal style, this is that. And then he goes, thank you so much, whatever. And then, like, we order at the same time, and we're standing at the side at the same time, so we're, like, forced to talk. And then I'm, like, asking him, how do you like California so far? Is it your first time? We're getting into it. We're getting into the details, okay? The food took forever. So I found out in the beginning, okay, by the way, not bad looking, very cute guy. Turns out he's Palestinian. I was like, ah, amazing. He didn't even look Palestinian, to be honest. And then I was like, oh my God, like, this is my nasib. Like, maybe I was supposed to meet him in and out. Like, what the hell? Then, somehow, he said he decided to come to California because he had a calling to do so. And he spent the last 8 years in England in isolation. And I was like, what do you mean by isolation? Like, you didn't see anyone, you didn't go anywhere? He's like, yeah, I just isolated myself for 8 years. I had my own personal experience. I also do he didn't say I also do social media. He's like, right now I do social media, but I keep getting shadow banned. And I'm like, why do you get shadow banned? And he said, because I tell the truth. And I was like, the truth about what? And he's like, well, I'm from the future. I said, I didn't hear you. What? He's, I'm from the future. And I said, fuck my nasib. Like, the fact that I thought, like, and I was like, you're from the future and you were sent here now? And he's like, yeah, and I need to find out what California has for my calling and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, that's awesome. That is really cool. And it was just a lot of healing things that he was telling me about. And then luckily we got interrupted by, like, these really beautiful 3 girls, and they were like, are you Serene? And I was like, yes. And I was like, I just met this guy. Then he got his food and he's like, do you want to eat with me? And I said, no, I really have to go. And I'm sitting here eating in my car, and he's like right up there. But that's who you meet out in West Hollywood. People from the future.
It's 2025. I don't know when as a society we're going to collectively agree that the dating apps are a problem. Like, a genuine fucking problem that have infiltrated society and disrupted human behavior and preying on human psychology. Because a lot of problems that we're facing in society today, the declining birth rate, dating apps, the high divorce rate, dating apps, the high cheating rate, dating apps, the chronic isolation that's occurring, dating apps, even male loneliness, fucking dating apps. Because I'm sorry, you can't learn how to swim by watching videos on how to swim. You have to get out there and fucking swim. Okay? And these dating apps are preying on this function of, like, are you sure you want what's behind this door when you can have what's behind this door? I'm pretty sure that was like that was psychology 101. Like, I'm gonna be so honest with you. And they're just, like, preying on that as an app, and they're gamifying a very natural human function of how men and women and humans and literally everyone relate to each other and get their needs met with one another. It is the basic foundation of all of society being operated and running off of. And it's a core intimacy. It's core understanding how I work with somebody else. And it's completely just being wiped out of society. And we still are just going along with it, still swiping, still giving them our attention, still giving them our money, when it's like they're causing the problems.